Imagine this. The dust of Egypt is still settling behind them when the sound first reaches the Israelites. It's a low, rhythmic thrumming that makes the very ground tremble. It's the sound of 600 chosen chariots, the iron-clad might of Pharaoh's army, thundering across the desert. In that moment, the Israelites realized they were trapped. Before them lay the vast, impassable expanse of the Red Sea, and behind them, the vengeful king of Egypt. His heart hardened, his promise broken. Panic ripped through the camp like a physical wave. The people, their hope now turned to terror, turned on Moses. Was it because there were no graves in Egypt that you brought us to the desert to die? They cried out, their voices thick with fear and regret. But Moses stood firm at the water's edge. His face was illuminated by the towering pillar of cloud that had miraculously moved from the front of the line to the rear, standing as a dark shield between the Hebrews and the Egyptians. "Do not be afraid," Moses' voice rang out, steady and calm above the chaos. "Stand firm and you will see the deliverance the Lord will bring you today. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still." Then God spoke to Moses. "Why are you crying out to me? Tell the Israelites to move on. Raise your staff and stretch out your hand over the sea to divide the water." As the sun began to set, Moses stepped onto the shore and raised his simple wooden staff. Suddenly, a mighty east wind so powerful it felt like the very breath of God, began to roar. All through the night, this incredible wind pushed the waters back, piling them up into two translucent, towering walls. When the sun finally rose, an impossible sight was revealed. A path. It wasn't muddy or slick. The ground was bone dry, a clear road through the heart of the sea. The crossing began. 2 million people, men, women, children, and their livestock stepped into the canyon of water. Can you picture it? On their left and right, the sea stood like walls of shimmering glass. Fish darted behind the watery veil as the entire nation of Israel walked on the ocean floor. It was a miracle unfolding with every single step. As the last of the Israelites reached the far shore, the pillar of cloud lifted. Seeing the dry path, Pharaoh's army didn't hesitate. After them, the commanders shouted, and the chariots charged into the seabed, confident in their power. But their confidence quickly turned to chaos. The chariot wheels began to swerve and lock in the sand. Confusion broke out among the ranks. "Let's get away from the Israelites," the Egyptians cried, finally understanding. The Lord is fighting for them against Egypt. At the first light of dawn, the Lord signaled to Moses. Once more, Moses stretched his hand over the sea. The wind ceased. The invisible force holding back the colossal walls of water vanished. With a roar that drowned out the screams of soldiers and the neighing of horses, the Red Sea collapsed. The full might of Egypt, the chariots, the horsemen, and the pride of Pharaoh was swept away in a single, crashing, definitive moment. On the eastern shore, the silence was replaced by a roar of a different kind, a unified shout of praise and relief. Miriam, the sister of Moses, took a timbrel in her hand, and all the women followed her, dancing and singing. "Sing to the Lord, for he is highly exalted. Both horse and driver he has hurled into the sea." That day, Israel witnessed the great power of the Lord, and for the first time in 400 years, they were truly, irrevocably free. This story isn't just about a historical event. It's a powerful reminder that even when we feel trapped, with nowhere to turn, faith can open a path where none exists. If this story moved you, please like and subscribe for more incredible stories of faith and deliverance. Thanks for watching.